well. That was funny. Okay. Hey guys. So this weekend was I'm sure if you saw my stories, then you saw like how completely shredded I got. That was amazing. That was really fun. Kind of glad that I didn't do a show because it was a little bit more relaxing. I didn't feel as uptight trying to get everything done. But I was trying to run around getting groceries done for this stupid storm that ended up, I guess, disappearing or whatever happened yesterday. Maybe that was it. Let's pray so, because the sunshine is looking very nice. So today, before we get started, our topic of the week is, are you getting the right fats in your diet, right? But before we start that, I do want to let you guys know open enrollment started today for the Eat Fit Liberate 12-week program. So I'm going to be posting that link in the comments if you want to schedule a call just to see what it's about, if it's going to be a good fit for you, and if you think it's going to be something that is going to be beneficial. So moving forward, we are going to be looking at the difference this week between omega-3s and omega-6s. And let me tell you something, because a lot of you would think, yes, I'm a hypocrite because, I eat junk on Saturday evenings because that is my one lovely little cheat meal that I do tend to go all out for. And I murdered myself this weekend. So my coach was like, hey, you can have Sunday, take 2 meals, whatever you want to eat. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to do that. Well, I jacked my gut up so bad. So most of y'all know that I have autoimmune. So my gut being so jacked up left me in a whirlwind of trouble over the weekend. So yesterday I was up all night pacing the house, dying on the inside. And that was because I didn't stop and I just kept murdering my body. So note to self, note to you guys, don't do that. So we are working on gut healing. So I've been running errands this morning, picked up some slippery elm, and we are going to be back on track doing that in between every freaking meal. So prayers that next weekend or the next couple of weeks, I can do minimal cheats where I'm just eating whatever I cook for the kids at home with no trouble. Anyway, omega-3s versus omega-6s. Majority of Americans today are actually getting more omega-6s than they are omega-3s into their diet. Why is that? Because of the stupid Western diet that we have. Okay, or also known as the SAD, Standard American Diet, right? And it is SAD diet. Okay, so it involves more omega-6s. You're looking at more processed foods. We're even finding that doctors now are categorizing that as a pro-inflammatory rather than, your omega-3s, which are more anti-inflammatory. So you want to make sure that no matter what, you're getting a good ratio. If you're not getting a good ratio, then your body's going to be off balance. So always keeping balance. That's what we constantly preach about, right? So the higher the inflammation in the body, the more disease-ridden it will become. So I don't think anybody really wants that. So what do, right? We got to balance out those fatty acids. So when you're doing that, you got to go with more omega-3s. You don't want to eliminate your omega-6s. Some of those are fine, but you don't want to have the ratio where there's more omega-6s and less omega-3s. Back in the day, actually, when I was doing a little bit of studying, we had more of a 4-to-1 ratio, I think. And then, of course, since then, it's just grown. It used to be a 1-to-1 ratio. Then we kind of moved into a 4-to-1. Now we're at almost a 16-to-1 ratio. That's terrible. That's terrible on your brain health. That's terrible on your cell function. That's just terrible on a lot of things. So you want to make sure that no matter what, you're getting the right amount of fats into your everyday lifestyle, right? So our processed foods is where you're going to find a lot of these omega-6s, like your vegetable oils, highly processed oils, canola oils, things like that, where even soybean oil, it's terrible crap for us, right? Our bodies are going to be more at risk for heart disease than it will be trying to get rid of it and be cleaner, okay? And it takes a while for these oils to actually get out of these omega-6s to actually get out of your body. So what you want to do is just start incorporating more omega-3s, and the better your lifestyle, the better it is. So what I want to do is I kind of want to go over what some of those omega-3s are and what they look like. For the meat eater, and there's nothing wrong with eating meat, remember, meat is good for you, still provides you good animal fat, and still helps with your glutathione levels. I personally do a lot more of a plant-based, predominantly plant-based lifestyle. So we would normally do meat on the occasion. Eggs I'm fine with. I can do eggs all day long. But as far as more rich meat, red meat, we don't do any pork whatsoever. Chicken, things like that, we kind of sporadically do during the week. But you want to go more for grass-fed animals. You would rather have more of your grass-fed beef. That means during the entire season of its life. No corn-based or anything like that during its off-season. So if during the winter they're feeding it corn like Kerrygold has done to their butter, and they've come out saying that during the winter... Oh! Sorry about that. I'm trying to minimize the shakiness of my computer. And by doing that, I'm having to throw you guys all over the place. I'm sorry for getting sick right now. Okay, that's better. So Kerrygold butter, which is actually what we use. I do love Kerrygold butter. But their cheese, what I found is during the winter when I would, or even sometimes during the summer when I would buy their cheese, I would get sick. And I'm very sensitive with having autoimmune. I'm very sensitive to glyphosate, which is your pesticide spray that they put on your vegetables and everything else. But anyway, so I'm very sensitive to a lot of those things. And what I found was I couldn't do a lot of those, their products. Like I couldn't do their cheese. So I could do their butter, not an issue. Cheese, that was a different story. So we cut it. But anyway, so your grass-fed animals, you want to make sure that if you are getting good quality meat and good grass-fed beef, that you are going with the companies that keep them grass-fed all year round. So there's no corn, no soy, no nothing getting into their diet any other time of the year. That would be the best thing that you could do. Seafood is also really good in your omega-3s, as you very well know. You know, you've heard as far as salmon, tuna, you know, your DHA, your EPA, those are good things to add in as well if you're not allergic to seafood. Pastured or omega-3 enriched eggs, that's also going to be good. And again, you want to make sure that those chickens are getting the right amount of nutrients as well, so that they are not getting any GMO products in their off season as well. And then for our vegan friends, there's an algae-based oil containing EPA, DHA that could also supplement brain health. But basically, you want to make sure that your omega-3s are really good. This would be nuts and seeds, flax seeds, coconut oil, grass-fed butters, ghee, olives, whatever. Those are also going to really help with improving mental disorders. And seizures. So, and the only reason I say that is because studies have been done on getting people who have had seizures and stuff like that, increasing their omega-3s, and it made a very big difference. So go look up some of those studies too if you don't believe me. But all in all, the main thing is we want to incorporate more good fats into our diet on a daily basis. So getting rid of the stored omega-6s, you don't want to add any more. Minimize your processed foods, and always, 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 always cook with good oils. Go with the minimally to no processed oils, and decrease your chances of diabetes and heart disease. So I wanted to let you in on that. And remember, healthier on the inside, healthier on the outside. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little chit chat. I am going to provide the link for you guys in the comments below. As I said, today is open enrollment for the 12-week program. So I hope you guys have a fantastic Monday and a wonderful week, and I will see you back on Wednesday. So let me know if you're watching the replay. Thank you all for watching.